So hi, it's me again, it's Felicity, your favorite teacher, of course. Let's dive right into Onshape and really explore what it can do. I wanted to show you how to create an account. However, because I already have an account, that proved to be a bit difficult. So let us start from looking at the user interface. How do you get started? So of course, you want to create a document, or you can import files or import from another service. But for now, let's look at how to create a document. So when you create a document, you give it a name. For example, I call it tutorials. This is the document, and you create a public document. Public means that anyone can see it. It will be in the public domain. If you want to have a private document, then you probably will need to pay for that privilege. So it's good to note that. So this is my document. So in this document, you can see a lot of things here happening. There's this tab over here. This is the one that helps you to draw. So you can either sketch or turn your sketch into 3D with all these functions. And then play around with this fillet, chamfer, create a hole, and those kinds of things. You can do patterns, linear patterns. You can do mirrors, boolean, split, and all those. So that whole tab is full of tools of things that you can use for design, and those are some of the things that we'll explore in the following tutorials. Then of course there's your user interface, where you can look at it. You can view something from either the top view, the front view, or the right view, depending on where you want to draw. If you want to draw on the front view, right click on that and then say view normal to, and that you'll be able to see it at the front. If you want to see it, this also will help you to navigate. You can move from front to right to bottom, and all that. So if you want to see it from the top, right click on top and view normal to. This will be useful for when you want to do your sketches, which is the next video that I'm going to create on how to sketch and all the things that you can do while sketching. So then another thing you need to understand is how to insert a new element. So there's two types of elements. There's the part studio and the assembly. Part studio is, for example, if you're designing a complex part, you will create parts of that object and then come and assemble it in the assembly. So for example, you're designing a car, you want to design a part which is like a wheel, and then you'll be able to replicate it 4 times in the assembly. You'll create the bumper, you'll create the side mirror, you'll create all these parts separately and then come and assemble it in the assembly. So simply click on insert new element and then decide what is it. Is it a part studio? Is it an assembly? Is it a drawing? Is it a folder, or whatever, material library and all that? So that's the option it gives you. So for now, you already have a part studio open. So after you've worked through this part and you feel like you're done with it, you can create a new part. You say create part studio, and then you have part studio too. And then for ease of design, you don't want your parts to just be called part studio, so you can rename this. So right click and then rename. So part studio 2 probably will be, maybe for me I'll call it object 2, but depending on what you are designing, you'll name it according to that. So if you're designing I don't know, if you're designing like a bicycle, the first part might be like the wheel, the second part might be the handlebar, and the third part, all those. You're just breaking it into parts. And then now when you come to the assembly view, the functions are also different. You can see the navigation bar is also different. There's different mates, which is also another thing we'll look at when we are having a whole video just dedicated to assembling. And all this, just you can group them. You can create things like that are sub-assemblies, and then do an assembly of sub-assemblies, which is pretty cool. I loved working with that. You can do linear patterns of assembly during your assembly and all that. those are very, 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 very interesting things to do. Then, of course, there's relations. So, for example, if you have a screw relation, you'll be able to simulate the movement of a screw as opposed to a rack and pinion relation. So, those kind of things, those are pretty cool. Then there's the functionality of sharing. If you want to share with someone, you will click there and then write their emails here, and then you give them permissions either to edit or to view. Yes. So yes, you can either now decide whether you're adding comment, sharing, export, linking of documents. That's still part of defining the permissions that you're going to give to your collaborator. And this is so awesome, especially if you're working from home or you're going through a pandemic, like right now that we're going through COVID-19. Yes, you can design with someone from anywhere. You can send them their files, they download, and 3D print from whatever, and that really makes things easy. And then this software will definitely is definitely fully online, so it automatically saves your work as you design. So that is also another bonus for this software. So if you have internet connectivity, it's not a bonus, but if you have good internet connectivity, definitely a bonus, and I would recommend that you consider it. Yes, so I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.